Business Takeout presents
The Cocktale Hour with L.A. Wade.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl. This is L.A. Wade, aka Cocktails with L.A. And I'm here in the Cocktale Hour where I have intimate and sobering conversations. It's brought to you by Business Takeout that looks to empower and inspire Black wealth and Black entrepreneurship. Now, today I am in the presence of a songstress. I believe I read that you sounded like a butterfly. I don't know what a butterfly sounds like, but I did get to hear your music, and that's one way to describe it. I think they were trying to say that it was, ethereal or something like that. Is that a word? We'll look it up after to make sure. I know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And I hope that we get a chance to hear it, because I might play a little bit of it in the background, I think, just so people get a little bit taste. But girl, Katasha J is in the house.
Hello.
How are you, Katasha J? Singer, songstress?
Yes, I'm good.
Pianist?
Yes, classically trained.
Look, my truth is already like Katasha James. You have a very deep following in the city of Toronto. Did you know that?
I don't know. I just do my thing and hope for the best.
You're doing a great job, obviously, because as soon as I put up that I was going to be talking to you today, a bunch of people were like, I love her. I know who that is. Oh. Like, yes, Justin Silk, big up yourself. Oh, yeah. all the people come out to support you. I think that's amazing. Before I dive into what we're going to talk about today, let's just take a word from our sponsor, Banky Designs. Run that, please. How was that?
Fabulous. Very theatrical.
Love Katasha James. Thank you.
Hi,
I'm coming to see that, first of all, your pictures are always hot. So the model in you is like really fierce. And then the whole package, like you can sing, you look amazing. And clearly you have to be kind enough, because people were just really excited to see you show up.
Aww.
You know what I mean? That's love. That's real love.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, with so much love, so much talent, so much beauty, what was your journey? Where did you begin, and how did you get here?
It's a long journey.
We are about an hour.
Yes. Well, I was raised by my mom. I have my sister, so we were raised by my mother. I used to live like in the East End near Victoria Park.
A Scarborough girl? Almost Scarborough girl?
Yeah. Like there's a whole debate whether it's Scarborough or East York. I don't know.
And only people like me who don't come from Scarborough are able to say, like, we don't know. Sounds like Scarborough to me.
It's Scarborough, whatever. So my mom's side of the family sang and everything. So I have like cassettes when I was like 5, and I'd be singing. There's a funny cassette I have where my mom is singing Mariah Carey, and I'm like trying to sing, and she's like, "Katasha, be quiet." I'm like, but I want to sing.
You said trying to sing, girl.
I was trying to do something. I don't know what was going on, but yeah. So from the time I was like 5, I was just always singing, and this is a very musical household. My mom would always play like Motown when we'd be cleaning up. There'd be Stevie Wonder playing, Marvin Gaye, all that. And then my sister started playing piano, and originally it's not like I cared about piano. I wanted to play because she played, she's my older sister. I was like, I want to play too.
That's good.
But then I actually played and stuck with it. So
no, that's really good, because a lot of us are forced into piano lessons or other siblings because of the struggle was real for our parents when they were older. Yeah. That they didn't get the opportunities that the younger kids got. Mm-hmm. So when I went to play the piano, there was nobody around me in my family other than my dad who played music, who could even talk to me about music. So I kind of got spoiled in a sense that I was exposed to those things and my sisters weren't.
Yeah.
So it was great that you had your sister go into it first, and then you just kind of followed suit. I like that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I took a while to be serious with it. Like, I think one point I was like, I just want to play Three Blind Mice or whatever. I just didn't want to like do anything else. But, you know, I learned to be serious with it, and I played up to I think grade 10 RCM piano. So I'm glad I did that.
You don't know, RCM is the Royal Conservatory of Music. And I only know because I went there too.
Hey!
Let me tell you, I am no Katasha J. Let me just put that out there.
Stop.
No, but I was able to be, they affirmed you in a way. I would hope, because they did for me, even though I never pursued music. Some people that are on here that know me are probably like, what? LA can play the piano? But they told me that I had a way of playing by ear. And I didn't know what that even meant. And so to this day, I can just kind of listen to something and figure it out on the piano. But
that's good.
Yeah, but this is not about me. What happened, this interview came to be, people, because my producer, Banky Benjamin from Business Takeout Platform, she sent me your music. And I was like, who's Katasha J? I don't know who that is. And then I clicked on the first song. And let me tell you what I don't know if you can hear it, but this is what it sounded like. Stop the madness. Do you hear that? Listen to that. Stop it. What track is this?
It's called Coming Back. It's the first song on my new little album. I'm shooting the video soon, so visual coming.
Can you just rock it out for a second? Come on, this girl has some serious chops. And you know me, I'm known for kind of being the person who gets all the love, sex, dating, and relationship stories for people in the podcast world on another platform called Cocktails with LA. Yes. And let me tell you how your album is like, oh, this girl knows all about it. She knows all about the love and the hate and the toxicity. Come on now. Look at all the people commenting.
Oh my God. My sister, Keisha. My sister.
Black girls in all our competition and recitals for years. Didn't start seeing other Black peeps in our concerts until we were almost done our study.
Yeah, that.
Are you talking about RCM? Royal Conservatory?
We do like competitions, like I can't remember some of them, like the Ukrainian festival or whatever the competitions were, but we were always pretty much the only Black people.
That's so Toronto for you, because you have to find a stage to get on. And a lot of the times it's not our people that are necessarily putting us on. Yeah. So that's facts. Whoever, Keisha James.
Our sister.
Sisters. The sister that inspired it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Big up yourself, sister. She's one of the best vocalists I've come across.
Oh, thank you.
It's not live, because everybody just heard what I was playing, right? So we're not hard of hearing, and we know that you ain't tone deaf. So, so my producer sent that to me and I just continued to listen to all of the music. Alex is a fan.
That's my friend. Yes.
We need more people like that in our lives. My favorite Katasha J song is this guy knows what's up.
He knows the catalog.
He knows what's going down. I love that. I think that you are very, very talented. I'm forever a fan of really good music and really great vocalists. As people know, I love Layla Day, Kim Davis, Julie Black. So you, for me, are on that level.
Thank you.
And you heard the endorsement here, people. I don't play with my music. I'm not putting you on if I'm not feeling it. So don't send me your music if you're not coming correct. Let me take my
Honesty is key.
Honesty is key, and so is transparency. Speaking of transparency, this is what your music tends to be. Transparent, vulnerable. And I know I read that it's not always about you, but you have a way of translating stories, at least, in a way through the way you sing the songs that really touch parts of the insides of you, because we can all kind of relate to the hurt, the falling in love, the all of it, the uncertainty, the insecurity that so many of our relationships are in, because people are on some next stuff that we won't talk about right now until we get to the songs. But you've obviously journeyed through. I don't know how old you are, but you look very young.
I hope I look 18.
Yeah, let's just go with that, because in 18 years, then, if that really was your age or is your age, you have experienced a lot. And did you ever think that you would be here at this stage, or did you want it years before?
Okay, so let me
Let's
go
talk
more
the
into
truth
detail.
now.
Yeah, story time. Okay, so yes, I played piano for all those years, and then I took singing lessons and did competitions here and there. But not to get sad, but
It's okay.
yeah, it's just
We'll pick you back up.
It's part of the story, so I have to like say it. So my mom, she passed away when I was 16. She's on my wall. I can see her. There she is.
Oh, there you are, mommy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cocktail Hour, Mom.
So when she passed away, like I told my mom like I wanted to sing, and she believed in me, but I wasn't doing much at that point. Like I got to high school, and I always sang at like assemblies and stuff like that, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I love to sing, I love to play piano, but maybe
You
it was
hadn't created yourself as an artist yet.
Yeah, like not at all. I didn't. I wouldn't perform songs I wrote. I was scared. I had notebooks of songs. I was like, no one's gonna hear these. And then I think when I got to college, because I went to Centennial College for music.
Nice.
And even then, when I got there, because they put you in ensembles and to work with different people, there was some drama, but we're not gonna talk about that.
We're waiting for the book or the documentary.
Yes, no names though. We don't do that. But yeah, like I think my last year in college, because basically you were supposed to do, I think you had to do at least one original, I think, in the last year, and no one else wanted to like bring their originals. I was like, well, I have an original.
Right?
That's the first time I ever performed. They were like, oh my god, we like the song. Like,
so what song was it?
It's old. It was called Sensational.
And
Yes,
what was it about?
I don't know, just like a sappy little love song, like you're sensational. I used one of the verses in my other song years later, so
okay. Yeah. So you see, you never should throw anything out as an artist, right?
No, honestly, a lot of my newer songs, like I have some of my old notebooks, and like I tend to use certain words, and I'm like, oh, this didn't work for this song, but it works for this. Anyway, I'm rambling.
No, that's the important part, because so many people who are in the entertainment world, who are songwriters, who are singers, they all want to share in the experience. Storytelling is so important for that. So the idea that when you're writing a song, it has to be perfect when you just write it, that's not true. There's a process. And you can build upon things that you've written before. So talk about your process as a songwriter.
Yes. So college, I was getting more comfortable with like performing my own songs and whatnot. But still, I don't know. I still wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Like I just didn't believe in myself, and I was a little insecure, and I don't know. So
process.
So I can't think of a timeline. So I ended up recording some music with one of my classmates, and then I shot a video for it. I think I deleted the video. It may be on SoundCloud. It was called If I Let You. And listening back, like I'm obviously like I've grown as a singer, songwriter, all that. But you know what? I was very proud of that song. Like that's one of my first like original songs I put out, and like people seemed to enjoy it, and like some people knew the words in my class. I was like, okay, like that's lit. So yeah, I really took it serious when I like graduated college, and I just started performing at a lot of open mics. And
what does taking it serious look like?
It's a good question.
Like, do you have a team?
I don't have a team. Like, I'm signed to a talent agency. It's TN Model and Talent. So they deal with modeling and music. I have some newer opportunities coming from my agency, so that's exciting. But I don't have a team. I just know a lot of directors and producers, and I just kind of started working with people and started working with people I was comfortable to be around. And yeah, I'm trying to remember the timeline of when I actually even started putting my music out, because I finally made a Spotify. I finally had Apple Music. Like, and I used to think it was so complicated. Like, oh, how am I gonna get on Spotify? Like, what's gonna happen? But it's actually not that hard.
Well, you're bringing up a really good point in the sense that I don't know how long you've been an artist, but that's kind of like streaming and all of that kind of stuff is kind of new for artists. People were like vying to get signed before at a label.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like so many people can do their own thing because of the streaming. So were you a part of both worlds?
Just the streaming, I think.
Yeah,
I'm that child of the streaming life.
No, but that's such a great opportunity for you because you can define yourself as an artist.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be people from a label telling you what to do. I remember we had a whole debate on whether or not like it's still worth it to try and get signed.
I don't know. Like, and people ask me like, oh, do you want to be signed? And I don't know. I really have to think about it. And you really have to know who you're working with because, you know, there's too many people. I've watched a lot of behind the music and you see you miss something in the contract. You're stuck for life. I don't know if you know the singer JoJo. Yeah. She's lit. And
from Toronto?
No, she's that song, Get Out Right Now, the end of you. Yeah. But she's really talented and she didn't put music out for years because she was signed to, I think, Blackground Records, one that I think Aaliyah's dad or something. But they're shady. So they kept her in this contract and she wasn't allowed to put music out. Like, she finally got out of it like a few years ago. And that took like 5 years, like money. So yeah, I'm not trying to do that. So that I'm a little nervous with actually signing, but like it can be possible and you can do it and have a successful and happy career, but you have to be very careful. Like there's a lot of skills.
Yeah. I think that's so true. And like looking at contracts are so important. Like I'm releasing a book, but I'm writing another book that's trying to get into a publisher. And it's kind of like signing where it's like, should I just do this shit on my own or should I sign with somebody who can take you to places that maybe I can't go right now by myself because I don't have that team. They would become the team.
Yeah.
But so you have to really know who you're going to have representing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why so many people create family members to become a part of their team all of a sudden. So Keisha, where you at? I don't know where you at, but you better go to music business school because she's going to need you. Okay, you too, Alex.
Yes, Alex knows everything.
And Cleo can come too because like, let's go. So these are the people that you want to have repping you in some form or fashion, even if they are just fans of you that are pushing you going because they are so important to you doing what you do. Taking away all those little fears that you have, they hold you down. Yeah. And encouragement is real when you're an artist.
Yes,
like it's almost everything. Now, I heard you talk about how it was your mom that had raised you, and rest in peace to your mom. Yes. That's always hard as a young woman to lose your mother, I'm sure. Yeah. Because we already know it's kind of self-evident. But you have a song where you reference you having daddy issues, and I haven't heard you mention your dad.
I knew that was coming.
I'm just saying that clearly mom was the one, but.
My dad was around for a little bit and then he left. And I saw him like a few years ago to have like just closure for myself.
You need it.
But like he has a lot of health problems. So I couldn't really express how I felt because he couldn't really compute everything I was saying. So like I went for myself, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know what inspired me to write that song because I think I wrote it like maybe 2 years after I saw him, and I was just by my piano, and I just kept singing that. I'm not
you're not alone. There's a lot of women out here with daddy issues. Just say it.
But every time I remember the first time I performed it, it was at an open mic called Dead Poet, and I went to perform it, and the instrumental track stopped working. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna sing it a cappella, I guess. So I sang it, and like all these girls were like, "Girl, I have daddy problems too, girl."
Yeah, that's powerful. I could hear that being really powerful.
Yeah.
You should create a thing in your set where you just do that.
I should.
I like it. What's her favorite song? My favorite song is that one that diss track our tour. Diss track to your song.
I mean, that is like. I performed it somewhere and I was like, this is low-key a diss to my father. Haha. Like, it's not a diss track, but like, it's true. Like, the one of the lyrics is, I wish you well, but don't come talk to me. I wish you well, but don't come my way. Like,
Right. You're
like,
setting your boundaries and
yes,
you're letting them know. That's all. And that's our right as we develop as women. That's
mhm,
what we need to do.
yes,
Not everybody can just come in there and take up that kind of space, especially when you haven't earned it.
exactly.
So I feel you on that
Yes.
one. I feel you. I feel like I'm the mom to so many of you young women. So not that I could ever replace your mother, but my goodness, if you ever need mommy advice, I'm good with mommy advice.
Thank you.
So one more sad story, I think, before we go on. Who is or was Auntie Ange?
Oh, I'm
Is
not
it
gonna
Ange
cry.
or
No,
Ange?
we're not crying today. That's not happening. So my aunt Andrea, my mother's sister,
Oh wow.
she passed away. Oh God, I'm like, what year was it? I think everything becomes a blur at some point. You're like, what year did this happen?
No idea.
2019. Keisha, correct me. Help. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
2019.
okay.
She had some health problems, and
Does that make you want to take care of you in a different way? Are you health conscious?
Oh, I'm always at the doctor. If there's a bruise on my body, I go to the doctor. Like, no, no, because I feel like, not to expose my like family, but sometimes it's like you're not well, and you're like trying to protect your family, and it's like I'm like not a child. Like, you can tell me what's happening, so I'm prepared. So I feel like I was kind of mad like when she passed away, because she she knew it was happening, and she didn't tell, like, trying to make it seem like everything's gonna be fine. So I'm like, okay, everything's gonna be fine, and it wasn't. So,
I'm so sorry. That's hard.
yeah. But
it's hard.
Yeah, I wrote that song, and that song was hard to record. I was like, I can record this. Like, I wrote it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna record this. I'm good. And then I went in the booth, and I was like, so I did like 2 takes. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, if it sounds bad, just traffic signal.
No. What was it about her in particular that makes her stand out so much to you?
Well, when my mom passed away, she kind of, like, she lived in Oshawa, so she came down here to be with me and my sister for a while, just because we were like still in shock. I was 16, like, it was around the holiday. It was just a bad time, so she was there. Like, she didn't replace my mother, but she was there to kind of, if I, just as a mother figure. And
yeah, and when you say it like that, I can kind of see why she wouldn't want to tell you.
Yeah,
because you had already suffered the loss of your mom, and she didn't want you probably to be afraid of what that is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's I can't wait to scourge inside like offline to like get you opened up, because I can get you deep, right, like where you can write some serious stuff right there. I'm already feeling it. I don't know about anybody else, but I can feel it. I think I can help you open up and write deeper about that, because I think you can put some songs that be like, oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like it took me a while to write about, that kind of pain, because you can write about like love and stuff, but family, but I've opened up. I'm more comfortable talking about that stuff now. So
yeah, well, you've grown, right?
Yeah. But yeah, my aunt was very supportive. My aunt used to sing background for a lot of reggae artists. I think she sang background for Beanie Man. Like, she sang for like quite a few people. So she was very supportive.
It really is in your blood. Okay. Just to shout out your sister again, she's in filmmaking. So she said she knows a little bit about something. So she'll be able to hold you down with the law stuff. And see, there she goes. She's got your back.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I'm so happy about that. Now, and to Mike's point, we did a little bit of pain, but I always do pain with laughter, and I'm glad you're laughing, because there we go, pain and laughter.
I'm not crying. That's not
right. Pain and laughter is such an interesting thing, and it's what really makes for great content. Katasha's music is specific to her life, but it translates to all who listens. Her music helped me through my man problems. Well, that's something you don't hear men say often, is that a woman is able to mansplain something. You must be gifted. Yeah. Okay, I want to change it up a little bit. Not too much yet, but I want to know if you could pick a song from your youth and then a song for right now that explains kind of like where you were in those times of your life. Which two would you choose?
Like my own song?
Either your own song or somebody else's song.
Oh gosh. There's so many songs. Oh,
I know, right? But what's the theme? Like pick a time in your life and be like, the theme for my life during this time was this.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to maybe college days.
Okay.
Theme. What was my theme? I feel like it's a Mariah Carey song.
Okay. Which one?
Maybe
let me help you. Like for me, at a certain time in my life, Gangster's Paradise is definitely my song. For a certain period of time that I refuse to talk about.
Yeah.
Like that. Like there was a theme that was going on, and that is really like it encapsulated a lot of what I feel. And I think it still bleeds into me today, really.
Okay, I'm gonna, as like an inspirational kind of, don't give up. Mariah Carey song "Fly Like a Bird." I know that song. That's
really?
Her
Could you sing it for us? Because I don't think we know what that sounds like. Right, everybody?
I know the word. Wait, what are the words? Wait. Let me look up the words. Let me not do Mariah wrong. Wait.
You do the whole song. I'm just saying, like, what's the chorus?
Yes. The words are. It kind of has like gospel a little bit. Nice. I don't listen to a lot of gospel, but it has like a little gospel influence. Okay, so the lyric is. Fly like a bird, take to the sky. I need you now, Lord. Carry me high. Don't let the world break me tonight. I need the strength of you by my side. Sometimes this life can be so cold. I'll pray you'll come and get. Okay, my voice is like a little scratchy. So
it sounds amazing. You sound amazing. You always do.
Yeah, I'm not like an extremely religious person. I'm not really religious at all. But that song's just kind of like, things may seem bad, but like, don't worry. Like,
you think you're not religious, but that's why the song stands out to you, because religious is in your spirit, not in the church, not in a building, right? So the way you sing it's a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
And I feel like a song now.
It's hard, right?
There's so many. I listen to so much music. It's like what? Okay, maybe
Well, I know. I think I even know what it is. I think it's a little cup of serenade because I think that album is a theme of something that's going on.
Yeah. Okay. I guess let me explain the order of songs for the album because it tells a story. It does.
There is a theme.
It does. Yes. Okay. So. I'm like forgetting my track list. What is the track list? Okay, so we start with Coming Back, which is a song,
they were just playing.
Yes. You're talking about how you keep going back to maybe like not a healthy relationship. And,
Go ahead, I'll just play it underneath you.
So that's the first song. And the second one is called You Know Me. And basically I'm saying like you know me too well, like you're trying to manipulate me and like I'm addicted to you, like like
stuff like that. Do something. Come on.
No. Certain things like I love like not all dark, but like I like kind of dark music, like like just kind of sad and like dreary a little bit. So these specific songs weren't about me. Like I don't know, like I wrote some of these songs, like some certain lines like maybe like a few years ago. So like I don't even remember at the time like of what I was talking about. But like not everything is about me. So I don't want people to think that this song is about you. Like no. That was not about me. But just like, I was in a place where I was like not happy in like a relationship setting and it just wasn't, I was just in this place and it wasn't cute.
It's normal.
Oh, that's good now.
Listen, that's normal. When you meet people, it's kind of hard. Because they don't understand, people don't understand what it takes to actually be together. They're more interested in what it represents rather than what it is. Yeah. And so that makes it difficult. So, and depending on where people are, that's going to like express itself in all kinds of ways that just traumatize each other, which is a story for another day, or maybe your next album's going to be called Traumatized.
We're happy now. My boyfriend's in the comments. He produced the first song, the 5th song I recorded in the studio, the 6th song, and the 7th song. So he's all over this album. So we love to see it.
Okay, I like that. I like what you got to talk about what it's like to work with somebody that you're with.
Hmm.
Is that challenging?
No. I
Because
feel
if
like
you're going through
I
the
was
honeymoon phase, is that why?
no. It's been like a year.
What is the honeymoon phase?
I mean, maybe you won't agree on everything. Maybe you'll be like, "Oh, can we change this?" And then you kind of, but there's no like, there hasn't been like arguments in the studio. I feel like we're both like we explain, even if it don't make sense. I'll be like, "Can you do like that?" And he'll be like, "Okay." So like we understand each other musically. We're both music nerds. We'll watch interviews with people. Like um, I feel like I was very hesitant to like be involved with someone I work with like that because I was like, "Oh my god, like you work with someone that close, you don't want to." You never know, but you can't be afraid. And here we are. We are happy. We are thriving.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really dope. I remember listening to Mr. Jones, and that song is dope. And I really I don't know who that is that's singing, the male vocalist.
Alliston Davis. Alliston Davis is an amazing
Yo,
singer.
he is dope. Like I noticed right, like these are the things that I mean. Like I'm not just saying that I'm a music fan. I really enjoy true artists that can tell a story not only with the words of the song, with the music production, with the way you sing a song. His intro into it, it was kind of like he has a great tonality.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it because of the dynamics that made up that song. But who is Mr. Jones exactly?
Who is Mr. Jones?
Is he? I think I might have dated him.
I feel like that was written, in the time when I wasn't happy, Like the lyric is, why do you even have my number in your phone? You don't text me, you just leave me all alone. Like, I'm just supposed
what
to
are you
be
doing
here.
to us?
Yeah, so that's what that was about. I'm just supposed to be here while I'm just in your phone and you call me when you want, but like I'm like not your priority kind of thing.
You know what I mean? What? This seems to be a thing. This seems to be a thing, and I don't understand it. This is going to be too real for me, this interview. And that's what happens with good music, is that you're speaking for a lot of people's experience, right? And I don't get it. Like, and I want, the only thing I want you to know is that if you ever come in contact with a Mr. Jones again, never, ever, ever do you give away your power. Do you ever think that this has anything to do with you? It has everything to do with them. So just let them be. Just leave them alone. They don't want to call you, then just let's just keep walking. Listen to Alex. I think we all know a Mr. Jones. For real, for real.
Oh,
unfortunately, that is true, Alex.
Yeah.
So if you were to have a team, like as you start to rise, because there's no way that the music that you're putting out there is not going to start to garner some real attention. You're gonna start to really make some waves now. What kind of team do you think you need to be put together in order to, like, if you wish you could have somebody do this part of it and that part of it, what would this and that be?
I feel like the most needed things for me, like
at this stage,
because I'll shoot my music videos, but that costs money. So having more funding for videos and
somebody can apply for grants for you.
Yeah, I need to do that. But yeah, that's very important, and that would be very helpful. And just getting more live gigs and promotion. When you promote your stuff online, sometimes it costs a lot of money, with ads and stuff. And it's fine. You can do it yourself, but it would just be helpful with not too many people, but a few people to help you with it or do it for you or just stuff like that. Just
for sure.
Yeah, just helping you promote yourself more and
you need it.
And if I were to sign a record deal, I just have to make sure I have some creative control of what's going on, because you hear that too many times. It's very hard. There's certain artists, when you first get signed, you're able to write your music and you're able to do this, but it happens more often now, but sometimes still when you first sign, it's kind of you have to play this game and then you can do what you want. I'm not doing that, so no.
I hear you. Okay, talk to me about being classically trained. What does that mean to be classically trained? And who is Mike Barnes?
Mika Barnes. Mika Barnes. So I had my first vocal coach was Hazel Walker. She was in Mississauga. She was a jazz singer. I'm not sure if she still sings. I haven't seen her in a long time. But my aunt knew Mika Barnes, my aunt Andrea, and he's kind of like my mentor still. Like, because when she brought me to him, I forgot how old was I. I was maybe 18. I don't know. I was just flustered, and I don't think I put music out yet. Not like really. Like I put things out like on YouTube and SoundCloud, and I wasn't really doing much with it. So we had like a meeting with him, and he helped me with like some technique and stuff, and then he would just tell me like, what do you want in your career, like, you know, a lot of inspirational conversations, and he really helped me. Like when I first went to see him, like, you know, my Instagram was very low, like it was not popping, like.
Get out of here. I don't believe it. You just have to throw up a picture. They'll be like, oh my God, who is that?
And he was just like, Katasha, you have to, like, you know, he's like, no, you have to work hard. You have to promote yourself, or else nothing's going to happen. Because, you know, I would kind of wait around. Sometimes you have to reach out to people. You have to be like, hey, can I perform here? Like, hey, can I do this? I would just kind of be like, well, if it happens, it happens. Like, that's not how it works. Sometimes, hey, it happens for Justin Bieber and all them. Like, you're on YouTube and they find you. That doesn't always happen. So you have to do stuff on your own. And yeah, so he really helped me with like business stuff and promotion, and then just musically and like what inspires you. And we love Mika Barnes.
For sure.
Yeah, he was my vocal coach, and classically trained piano. You know, you spend hours playing.
So is this the difference between like somebody who can just sing and then they just go into the studio and they kind of work it for themselves? How is it different when you're classically trained? You were just running through, I guess, some of the things that you would do in a classical training vocal lesson.
So like vocally, it was more like I had like more so jazz teachers, but that's still like, you know, I feel okay. You can, when you get training, I feel it just helps you like control your voice more, because you can be a great singer, but if you don't know how to take care of your voice, and my voice is very sensitive, like I have asthma. So that's part of why I'm like all like so sometimes my voice just kind of like gets all raspy, and like you have to be careful how you sing and like, you know, warm ups and stuff like that, or else when you're older your voice is just gonna disappear. Like people like Patti LaBelle, like she's like 80 and she
still sounds like
younger. Like yeah, like so you have to take care of your voice. So when you get training, it's important to just work on your technique. That's like a big
100%. Okay, we're gonna jump to. Well, I want you to finish this sentence.
Okay.
If it goes well,
don't overthink it.
If it goes well, don't overthink it. And then if that's the case, what is it?
Okay, this song. Oh, it's like an interlude.
No, but what is the it that you?
So this song, it's like if it goes well. So like whatever you're like aspiring for, whether career wise or just personally, like, you know, sometimes this happens to me. Sometimes like you'll get a gig or something's really, really good, and you're like, it's too good to be true. Like maybe something will happen. Maybe I'll get sick. Maybe it'll get canceled. So people, you overthink things. So like if it, whatever it is, goes well, don't overthink it. If it goes well, you're in control. Like you can make it happen. And then if it goes well, smile what the world has offered you. Like don't overthink it. Like you got that gig, do what you have to do, and then go from there.
I love that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. When I say the word vinyl, what comes up for you? These are all songs that I'm like, ooh.
That song is so old. I mean, it's like
two artists that discredit your come up.
No.
What's gonna happen is people like myself and other people who are now being introduced to your music by virtue of maybe even seeing this, they're gonna go back and listen, and there's gonna be things that strike us that you're like, oh, that was back then, and
I know. No, it's just funny because like I just put it out, but I had that song for so long, and I was supposed to like have a feature, and then that didn't happen, and then I kind of didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I don't like the song anymore. I just gonna put it on my computer. But I was like, wait. So it started.
So wait, how did you get the name? Why did you call it vinyl?
I was just playing on my my guitarist is playing the guitar, but I wrote that melody. So I was just like on my piano, and I was just like, I don't know what inspired that. Originally it was
vinyl.
like,
when you say the word vinyl, it's like it comes from a certain time. We're in a digital phase.
Yeah.
Right. So when you say vinyl, I'm like, ooh, there's something going on back there. Like, did she have an older man? It's like, what's happening?
The purpose of the song is like, you're not with this person anymore. It's not working. But like they gave you a present a long time ago, and you're like, should I throw this out? And then you're like, whatever. Like it is what it is. And like, I'm okay. I don't care. But like they gave you like a present. And if you think about that, maybe like you look at it and you're like, man, this could have been this or whatever. So that's,
I like it because that helps me. It helps me understand better.
Yeah.
Because I have a ton of vinyl records, and even though I don't play them anymore, it was kind of like I can look at it, remember a time, and then put it back on the shelf.
Yeah. Perfect explanation. I'd be struggling. I'm like, wait, this means this. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, what about Delicate Dollhouse? And this is older, but I see that it was recorded in 2020. And so that was probably or I don't know if it was recorded in 2020, but it was put out in 2020. Yes. And I was thinking, well, how did the pandemic affect the release? Is that what happened?
Story time. Okay, so
I love stories.
My first like project was called Lullaby. That was like a 5-song project, but this I like planned everything. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put this whole album out. Like I planned every song. Like it has 9 songs, and so I put it out March. Literally, I had a release party the week before everything shut down. So, and I was gonna change it to the week after, but I was like, no, let's do it. I'm so glad I did it before. Right. So yeah, I had my release party, and I didn't get to do a lot of the visuals I wanted to. Like I did 2. Did I do 2 visuals? I did 3, whatever. I did 3 visuals. But my goal was to do one for like every video, but obviously COVID happened like a week after that. And I, had to sit with myself and be like, man, I put all this work into this project and now I can't even promote it. And I had a lot of live shows lined up right before everything.
She's frozen. But hi, Ken Perry. Oh, you're not frozen anymore. Ken Perry said, just followed your IG channel and dropped a ton of likes. Love your work. We need more exposure and collaboration like this.
Thank you.
That's dope. Thanks, Ken Perry. But that's really important. I like that you know what I like about you that I've noticed during this conversation is that you have a lot of things that you begin. And to your point, you said that like you were afraid of putting stuff out there. Mm-hmm. And somewhere along your journey, you seem to have overcome that. And even though it's not perfect, you're still putting it out there. You're still being courageous. Mm-hmm. And I think you need to applaud yourself and recognize that that's really hard to do. A lot of people get like analysis paralysis and they're like, they overthink it. Mm-hmm. Right? And so I think you're taking your own advice. Tell me about your courageousness as an artist.
Oh, gosh. It took me a while to get here. I just, again, overthinking everything. And you're just like, will anybody like this? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll like, and, you want to put it out for yourself, but you want people to enjoy it. So, like, I didn't really know if people will like my music because, you can sing covers and people like that, but will they like your own music? Like, right. Music that maybe you're playing on, you wrote all the lyrics to, like you spend hours and lots of money recording or shooting, whatever. So,
but you wouldn't have done that if you didn't believe in your own, like, regardless of people liked it or not, it sounds like you would have just done it because it was doing something for you.
At some point, I just realized, I'm like, listen, I can't just sit here and just be, well, I'm just going to stay on my computer. No, like you have to just do it and just close your computer and it's uploaded and you're done. And when I first released it's called Lullaby it's on Spotify and Apple Music, and people seem to enjoy it. And then shortly after that, I just started getting more gigs and I'd perform at different open mics. And I'm like, wow, the reception is really good. Like not my goal, but like, again, I like, not all sad songs, but like I'm a girl that I have a crying playlist. If I'm feeling sad, I'll play it and say that the tears flow through. So when people say this song made me cry, girl, I'm like, yes.
You're like, me too, honey.
It's important. Like I love a good ballad. So if I'm putting out a ballad, like I want you to feel it, especially if it's a sad.
Yeah.
Like I have a song called "If I Fall" with my friend Marcus, and a lot of people tell me that song makes them like cry. And I wrote that, and I was at a very sad point. With
I'm so glad you said
stuff.
that because
Yeah.
you need to finish the sentence. If I fall,
What was it? Would you catch me if I fall, baby? Risk it all. Would
no,
you
but
catch
right
me if I
now
fall?
at this stage in your life,
Mhm.
if you fall, what? What
Get
happens?
back up.
You get back up, right? No, straight up.
Yeah.
You're joking around, but I know
No. But honestly,
on a real,
yeah.
if I fall,
Get back up.
get back up. And have you fallen?
Many times, but here we are.
Exactly. That's so important for you to for people to hear that you get back up
Yeah.
and that you're still here. So I was gonna ask you what your fail forward, what do you do to pick yourself up when you do fall?
Okay, let me give an example of the. I mean, I don't know if this is my fault, but whatever. So one of my songs on my new project, Reminisce. So originally I had a beat, and we're not gonna get into detail, but I was given a beat and there was miscommunication. So I thought I shot the video already, spent too much money on the video. The video's not even out yet; it's coming. But I didn't know if I could put the song out, and I was just really upset. And I was like, I spent all this time, and like people are causing me stress, and I was just getting really mad about it. But then I got a different version, and we're gonna do another version of the beat for the song. But like in that moment, you're like, what am I supposed to do? Like I'm so mad. Like I spent all this time, and like I'm just not gonna release anything. Like but you have to just calm down, and there's other options like either remake the beat or just figure out a different way. But you can't just shut everything and just be like, I'm not going to do this. Just shelve it all. Like, I don't want to put this out. So, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Sure, it explains something. That's what's important. Your process is a big part of who you are.
Yeah.
And so your passion. Talk to me about your passion for what you do.
Oh, music is who I am. I can't imagine just not sing. Even if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, I have to sing. I have to write. I have to play. Like, I have to do it. I used to have really bad stage fright. Oh God. Ooh.
Really?
I used to shake. I used to do this weird, like, my arm would like sway when I would sing. Cause I'd just be so nervous. I didn't do with my hands, like, because I was comfortable playing the piano. I was like, you play, you don't look at
anyone. You had an Alicia Keys kind of vibe.
But like when it came to singing, I was like, wait, like it's just me. Like I can't hide behind this. And like, sorry, I'm going on a rant. I rant a lot.
Okay. That's okay.
But yeah, like you perform more and you get more comfortable, and now it's like a rush when you go on stage, you perform. Like sometimes you get a little nervous depending on like the venue, but I'm not like afraid. I'm not gonna like choke up and be like, I can't sing anymore.
That's good.
But yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
In terms of like my passion, which is music, I hope I can continue to sing and put out content for the rest of my life. That's the goal. So
yes, I mean you're developing beautifully as an artist.
Thank you.
I think. Do you participate in the Honey Jam?
No, I auditioned a long time ago, and my friend J is a part of it, so I actually performed with her like a few weeks ago. That was exciting. It was like a TIFF event. I played piano for her, so that was exciting. So I was a part of it for like one day.
No, that's important. Those are big markers, and it would be cool to see you perform at that because so many of the great Toronto greats have come out of doing the Honey Jam. But in terms of your style, because you do modeling. And you're obviously making your way into this business in a real way, making a splash. How would you define your free style?
My style. Well, I love pink.
Me too.
Love pink. I just love to be very like feminine. I love like faux fur shawls and like just those little dresses. I don't know. I'm trying to do different things. Like I like wearing like sometimes like a nice suit, but it's like it's still a little like sexy, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It took me a while I used to always cover my legs because my skin is paper. Like I used to always cover my leg. I'd wear a dress. I'd have leggings in the summer. I'd be like, whatever. Like I'm not showing my legs. I just wasn't comfortable with the bruises and scars on my body. But I was like, you know what? Whatever, girl. So I'm very comfortable in my body now. So
that's good. That's growth.
Yeah.
What do you want a lot of the younger girls to know about you? Like sometimes people don't want to have the pressure of being kind of like a role model, but you can't help it because when you go into the public eye and people see you, you're impacting other people. So what do you want them to what do you want them to understand about you?
Understand about me is I'm very passionate with what I do. I try to be very positive, but I'm not perfect. No one's perfect.
Right.
You know, treat people the way you want to be treated, because in this industry, there's a lot of people that are rude. And, you know, that's not going to get, I mean, maybe you'll go somewhere, but people won't want to be around you because you're demanding for this, you're demanding for that. So I try to be nice to people. I mean, if you're not nice to me, then but still, like, you know, just be truthful with yourself. Sometimes it takes a while to be comfortable with who you are, but you know, take each day. You may have sadness in your life, face some hurdles, but again, just if you fall, get back up.
Yeah, get back up. If you fall, get back up. Yeah. All right. Okay. Mike Truth had a question about yourself and Jaje. Are you recording together, I think?
We have a song.
Ooh,
we wrote it. We didn't record it, and we're going to record it in October. So
you guys have a song.
We do.
You're going to release it. You're going to record it in October.
We're going to record it in October, and then we have, I'm giving out all my tea. We have the idea of the video. So like, I don't know if we'll either put out the song and then the video, or maybe we'll just put out the video and everything. So, but it's coming.
That's important. What else is coming up next for you?
I have a song with my friend Brittany Jones. We love Brittany. She just has to finish her verse, and then we'll record that in October. I feel like October I'm going to be recording a lot of collaborations.
It's going to be a busy time.
I'm doing my videos. I'm going to do the video for Coming Back. Oh my God, you're going to love the video. It has kind of like a Dream Girls vibe to the video.
Ooh,
so yeah.
I love it.
I'm going to shoot Mr. Jones as well. And I'm going to try to do a video for like each song, if not like a music video, like a live version with like all the stuff like that. Tender Touch might have it's going to have like a live, actually, I'm not going to expose. No. It'll have a live, there will be a live version of that song. I'll just say like a live recording.
Yes, very nice.
I'm just getting my visuals done, hopefully get some more gigs. I want to write a Christmas song, so
I saw on your IG page you were singing a Christmas, one of my favorite Christmas carols. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Christmas special, like Christmas Time Is Here. That song.
Yes. It was very jazzy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you killed that. You killed that. I would buy that single if you redid that song. Yeah. You did a good job of that, and I guess that speaks to your training.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know, like writing a Christmas song. I don't like. I'm all for a little corny, but I don't want it to be too corny. But I want it to be like. So I'm trying to figure that out. I want to write one, but we'll see.
I know Christmas songs are tricky that way. Your sister's killing me right now. She wants to know which video she's directing and producing.
Oh my Lord! Listen.
Keisha, plug yourself, girl.
We will work okay. It's all love, but you know when you have your sibling and you're on set together, it can get a little. So like we will do it, but wait, girl.
She got you. She has to get where she's going first, I guess. It is. It's tricky for sure. For sure, that's tricky.
It'll happen. It'll happen, girl.
It 100% will happen.
Yes.
What are you still thirsty for in your life? What do you want to see manifested? What's your legacy talks?
My legacy. Oh my God. That's such a big
you gotta think about those things, right?
I know.
You can pause for a second because that's a big, but like, or just shoot out a bunch of words that come up for you when you think about what you want your music to do, and what are you thirsty for with regards to your music?
I would love to go on tour, even if it's like a local tour. That would be amazing.
Don't dumb it down. This is for your thirst. You're not forcing to go across like Ontario.
No, I need to get my passport. That's what I need to do because I can't go anywhere. But I'd love to go on tour. I'd love to just travel. I've never traveled. Like, I want to go to New York. I want to perform in front of all types of different people. Like,
Yeah.
In terms of my legacy, I just hope like I continue to make music that makes people feel, because like I love a party song or like just kind of a happy, but I like when people can tell me like my song about my dad. It's like, hey, that really like spoke to me, or the song about my aunt. Some people told me like it makes them cry, like the piano, like I played it, like it's very emotional, and I just when people can relate to music, I just write about my life or whatever,
Yeah.
but they can feel it.
It sounds a lot like how kind of Mariah Carey.
That's my mother. My
How
second mother.
Oh wow! The way she structures her music is
Yeah.
kind of it reminds me of what you're doing. So if that's like the template that you're going towards, stick to that and make and own it, because it's true to who you are, and it seems to be the very clear thing you want to do as an artist. So when people try to pull you in different directions, always remember how you feel when you're in that kind of recording space. Which meant I meant to ask you that question when you were talking about recording is, how did you define where you wanted to record, and how did you find the producers and people to be a part of your team for that aspect of it?
It took me a while because there's a lot of people in the city that have studios, and they're like weird, or like it's just you don't have the same idea. Like I remember this one song. I had the melody, the piano melody, and I was like, okay, like build the beat around it. This is before I found my set people, and he sent me back the beat, and I was like, what's this? Like it was off the beat, like, and then he was mad. He's like, well, I'm gonna use this anyway. I'm like, whatever. Like it was just that was
back and forth. So do a lot of people have to go through stuff like that when they're first trying to find someone, you think?
I think so. Like it just you really have to be comfortable with the person you're working, like your producer, because that's your sound. Like they have to understand how you want to sound. Because some people like they make you, not everyone. Maybe you don't like their mic or just the way they like mix. So the first producer I really worked with was Nate Smith. He's lit. He's worked with a lot of people in the city, and how did I meet him? I think my friend Marcus. I think my friend Marcus introduced me to him, or he knew him, whatever. And sometimes I don't make sense. Sometimes I'm like, can you make this sound sparkly? And he'll be like, sure. Like he understands
the sparkly.
Yeah,
I love people like
he
that.
would like understand. See, I worked with him. I've worked with getting names. This guy Master Bruce. I haven't actually physically worked with him, but he's given me beats that I've used, and like he's very cool. Or like some people like just on sites will be like, hey, like do you want this beat? Like I feel like it fits your vibe. And I have my boyfriend Cleo, who I work with, and he's honestly like not just because he's my boyfriend. He's one of the best. Like
what's his name?
Cleo. He produced like your favorites, like, Coming Back. Like everything he does is just so like
he's talented for sure.
It's like
I
have a few people that I like. It took me a while to find the set people, but there's people that I know if I go to this person, if like it'll sound the way I see it in my head.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. It will sound the way you see it in your head.
Yeah, because you have an idea, and then it just it may not sound exactly, but as long as it has the essence of like what I need.
Yeah, and I think that as an artist, I think it's important that you're able to find that place of security so that you can assert how you want to be. Because when you're in the booth, you're paying for that time. You have to kind of go in there knowing what you want to do, because you could waste a lot of money, I would assume.
Yep.
Did you go through a process of time where you kind of like, shit, I wish I could go back and do that, but I already spent the money?
Yeah, like in the very beginning when I didn't know who to work with, and the person that I had that argument with about the beat, like I remember I spent, like it wasn't that expensive, but like I spent money on whatever, it just sounded terrible. Like
yeah, but at least you knew it sounded terrible. Some people will be right. Some people will take that shitty beat and they'll sing over it, and then they'll put it out, and then we're like, you can sing, but like you need.
And then you become a meme, which is what I do.
That part.
No.
That is not going to happen to Katasha J. You're amazing. I think
Thank
that you
you.
have a very bright career. Continue to evolve
Thank you.
personally and in your music,
Thank
and keep the people that you love around you. That's my biggest advice for you. It's been a pleasure to have you here in the Cocktail Hour.
Thank
You
you.
are a whole vibe. And if you haven't heard, you need to go onto YouTube or Spotify. Where can people find you?
So I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. So my name is Katasha J. And if anyone questions the spelling, it's Natasha. You put a K instead of the N. That's it.
That's it.
all. No, I don't know. My name confuses people. I don't know.
It's bizarre because it's literally like Natasha with a K.
I know.
It's all good. You'll get it together, people.
Yes. But yes, I am on those sites, and look for the videos coming soon for my new album.
Yep, keep up with what's going on around with Katasha J. She's a new artist, but not really. She's been around making music, and you can find really great things in her archives. So she might not be focusing on that, but there's some really great music on there that you can discover about her and watch her rise. So thank you so much for being in the Cocktail Hour. Thank you, everybody who's watching. I know we got some big Katasha J fans in the house. Big up yourselves. Keisha, maybe you should holler at me. I like film, so maybe I can do a film with you. And thank you to Business Takeout, who inspires Black wealth and Black entrepreneurship through this very platform. If you'd like to advertise with us, hit us up. And we'll see you next Monday with another wonderful person who is thirsty for something in life and in business. Die empty is what I always like to say. Take care, everyone. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoy our programming and want to help support Black entrepreneurship, please donate today. www.businesstakeout.com/donate.